The ballot, you assume your vote will be counted, but in some cases, that may not be true. NBC 10's Tamara Sakarsik investigated why thousands of mail ballots were rejected this year. Tonight, she has advice on how to make sure it doesn't happen to you.
Do you think this is a legitimate concern that we should be worried about at all, that your ballot may not be counted?
I think we have to worry about the processing aspect of absentee ballots of this magnitude.
With a record number of mail-in ballots expected this election cycle, NBC 10 is digging deeper to find out how trustworthy the process is. We discovered Rhode Island election officials rejected 2,991 mail-in ballots during this year's presidential and state primaries. That's more than double the number in 2016, when 1,060 absentee ballots were rejected, but fewer people voted by mail. NBC 10 political analyst Wendy Schiller.
It's really important that when you are filling out both your application for a ballot and also the ballot itself, follow the instructions, really understand that you have to sign in the right place, you just give all the information and make sure it's sealed and signed and send it back.
Ballots are primarily rejected for three reasons: no signature, a questionable signature, or a missed deadline. Those errors accounted for over 71% of the more than 318,700 ballots rejected nationwide in 2016.
What steps are being taken to prevent that from happening again, to make sure that every vote is counted?
The Board of Elections has added 2 more fields to the oath envelope for mail ballots: the state driver's license or a state ID card. I would recommend that voters provide one of those, because that's an added security that if they have some question but those match, they will proceed and count your ballot.
Rhode Island is also one of only 19 states that will actually notify voters if their signature is missing or incomplete. Voters are then given 7 days to resolve the issue. You can also spot any problems yourself by tracking your ballot in real time.
You can go to vote.ri.gov and verify that your ballot application was received, that it was accepted, and it will also indicate to you when the ballot is mailed to you, when it's received by the Board of Elections, and whether or not it has been accepted or it's being held for additional information.
Or you can go back to the basics.
Rhode Island has 20 days of in-person voting before Election Day this year. So if you are concerned about your ballot, know that you can vote in person 20 days before the election.
We also want to help make sure that your vote counts. For detailed information on what you need to check before you mail in your ballot, the tracking process, and deadlines, head to turnto10.com. In the studio, Tamara Sakarsik, NBC 10 News.